I'm going to give you guys some tips that'll help you pass your funded challenge this year in the year 2024. Whether that's Apex, My Funded Futures, TopStep, doesn't matter. Follow these tips, and I guarantee you it will help you succeed. All right, let's get into the video.
You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
All right, guys, welcome back to Red Pill Trading. Before we even get into it, make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more insight on good stuff that we provide here on this channel. And let's just go ahead and dive into it. So the first tip that I have to give you guys that a lot of traders don't do is risk to reward. A lot of people will go into this and they'll start trading one-to-one, okay? So you're risking $100 to make $100. I do not recommend that anybody does this because you literally need at least a 50% win rate to become profitable, and it's just unrealistic, especially when you're new. What I would recommend is that you're going for at least a 1 to 2, okay? Because if you're going for at least a 1 to 2, that means that you literally only need to win about 33% of the time. 33% of the time exactly would make you exactly break even. So if you made a little bit more than 33%, you're gonna be profitable. But if you're going for even higher than that, like say a 1 to 3, now it's only 25%. If you can be profitable, if you can be right just 25% of the time, that would make you break even. So just slightly higher than 25% of the time being right, you would become profitable. So when you align your strategy, go ahead and set that up and go for a 1 to 2 at the very least. Even better if you can get to a 1 to 3 or higher. So I would recommend trailing your stops. Get to a 1 to 2. After that, lock in some profits so you can take away some and then start trailing after that. But when you're using a firm like Apex, their drawdown rule is really trash. I'm actually a funded trader with Apex, and I have moved over to TopStep just because of all the rules and everything that Apex has now. Want you to record your trades and give all this extra information just to get a payout. It's absolutely ridiculous, okay? But the drawdown is also really bad with Apex, because if you're unfamiliar with this, if you have an Apex account, let's say you just have like a $50,000 account, right? And you can only lose 2,500 of that account. The profit goal is 3,000. So you go ahead, you start clean. 50,000, you go ahead and place a trade. Boom. Place the trade, you're up, say $1,000. But you're going for a 1 to 3. You're risking an entire $1,000. So you go ahead and place the trade. You're up 1,000, going for 3,000, and then now price starts to retrace and it comes all the way back down to 50,000. Well, in Apex eyes, your account is down already $1,000, even though you haven't closed the trade yet, which could be detrimental in trying to pass your funded challenge. It's almost like you have to take increments as you go and get out of your trades early just to confirm and hold those earnings. TopStep is not like that. It calculates your stuff at the very end of the day, which is way, way better in my opinion. So knowing that information, maybe that could help you guys decide which firm you want to go with, Apex, TopStep. The next tip that I have for you guys is 1 to 2 trades per day. When you're starting off, you don't need to be placing 5, 10, 20 freaking trades. 1 to 2 trades, that's all you do. If you lose on the first trade, you can wait till the next time, wait for an A+ setup. You can place the second trade at half the size. So if you risked 1 contract of, let's say, NQ, that means on the next trade, you're gonna have to go to the micros and trade 5 micros. 10 micros equals 1 mini. So if you traded 1 mini on the first one and you lost, and you're still willing to take a second trade, that means you gotta go to the micros and then trade 5. If you lose that trade, you're done. Revenge trading is a real thing. So if you start revenge trading, trying to make up those losses when the market's not participating with you, chances are you're just gonna dig yourself in a hole and you're gonna blow the account. So 1 to 2 trades a day, that's it. The next tip that I'm gonna have for you guys is trust your plan, trust your strategy, and follow it religiously. I don't care if you're doing supply and demand, breakouts, support resistance, if you're an ICT trader, whatever plan that gave you the analysis to make the decision to enter this trade, you need to stick with that. What tends to happen is people get emotional, so they'll go ahead and place the trade and then they're just staring at the charts. watching it go up and down. And once they're up just a little bit, they want to get out. Which, like I said, if you're trading Apex, it's understandable why you'd want to get out, because the drawdown is going to affect you every single time it starts coming down even a little bit. But if you have a normal account like TopStep, you don't have to worry about it when it starts to retrace a little bit. You can hold on to your trade, and that's what I ultimately recommend, is that you guys hold on to your trade and try to ride it all the way out until you get to your TP, which if we're going to a 1 to 2, let it get to the 1 to 2. If you're going for a 1 to 3, take profits once you get to 1 to 2. And then once it gets to 1 to 3, get out of the trade completely. By implementing a rule like this, it's going to help you have a daily loss limit. Okay, so that way you don't have to have like a certain dollar amount that you're going to be losing for the day. You just know that I'm going to be taking 1 to 2 trades, and you should only be risking 1 to 3% max. That's it. Which kind of makes me think of an entirely different thing, is that if you really were serious about passing, you should not be trading 1 to 3% of that total account. So if you have $50,000, you should not be risking 1 to 3% of that, because how much drawdown does that account allow you to have? If it's $2,500, then why the hell are you risking 1% when that's 1% is the entire loss that you're entitled to? You lose one trade and your account is blown. So what you should be doing is taking the $2,500 and then risking 1% of that to gain 2 to 3%. A lot of people don't think about it this way. They see the bigger number of $50,000, and so they start trading these large ass numbers, and then they wonder why they keep failing. Well, you're over leveraging. You're just not thinking about it like that. And I almost believe it's intentional for newer traders to see this big number, and then they want to go ahead and risk that much more, and they wonder why they keep blowing their account. So the next tip that I'm gonna give you guys is to have mental discipline, okay? Have patience. It's very hard to eliminate FOMO. I've talked about this in the Discord. Everybody deals with it. I still deal with it. I don't think it ever goes away completely, but FOMO, okay? Fear of missing out. You come to the charts, you start doing your analysis, you see that we're on a crazy run, whether it's bullish or bearish, and it just keeps dumping, and you're waiting for an entry, and it's not giving you the entry, and it's still dumping. And as you're watching it, you're like, damn, if I just would have got in when I first saw this, I would have been up this much. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that. It already ran without you. It's not part of your strategy, right? You're not just jumping in blind. If it's not gonna give you a setup, it's simple. Don't take the trade. When people are asking, how the hell are you getting so many dubs? It's simple. I follow my strategy. I don't try to break my rules at all. Waiting for the right supply and demand type entry, if you're trading supply and demand, is way better than just jumping in with impulse and then it immediately reverses. That's usually how it happens. The moment that you enter is when it reverses, and now you're in a big loss, and now you're kicking yourself in the ass because you literally broke your rules and jumped in. So don't do that. So the next tip that I'm gonna have for you guys is focus on slow and consistent growth. Don't try to go in there and win on the very first trade on 2 trades, okay? You want to see consistency. And with a lot of these firms, that's what they want to see also, is consistency. They don't want to see you jump in and make, a tiny trade on the first day, another tiny trade on the second day, and then a massive trade on the third day. It actually can be a violation of their rules, and then you may not even get a payout. You might get funded, because sometimes these things will still fund you, but then when it comes to getting a payout and they start having to fork out money to you, when they break down your analytics and they say, okay, well, this person's, getting tiny wins here and there, and now they got a big win, boom, flag your account. Now you did all this grinding, all this work, and you're not even getting a payout, okay? Small and consistent growth is way better than just trying to get a massive win. If you dive into the market and you win your first trade, you're done. If you miss the first trade, and so now you're on to the second trade, and you win that second trade, you're done. If you lose both trades, you're done. But if you have a strategy where you're going for at least a 1 to 2, that literally helps you beat the equity curve, so now you can become profitable. And this next one right here, it's not really a tip, it's just kind of diving back into understanding the firm's rules, okay? Every single prop firm has different rules, and most of them, what they have in common is they want to see consistency. They do not want gamblers. Slow and consistent wins is the best way to do it, okay? Nothing with this trading stuff, no matter all these crazy videos that you see here on YouTube with these people that are flashing the money, the nice houses, the nice cars, the clubs, all this stuff. A lot of these guys are selling courses, selling all kinds of content to help build up their accounts. And a lot of that money is what's being flaunted in their videos, and you guys don't even realize it. I'm not saying that everybody on here doesn't know how to trade. There's a lot of people here on this platform of YouTube that do know how to trade, but I'm telling you right now, the flashy ones that are flashing all this stuff, why do you think they're flashing all this stuff? It's literally salesman pitch. They flash all the money, they flash this, really nice lifestyle, and then young people specifically come in, they're looking for an easy way to make money. They see all the flashy stuff. They say, oh, this strategy looks pretty easy. I could probably do that. So then they start trading like, complete moron, and they're blowing accounts, and they're wondering, why am I blowing accounts and this guy's still successful? Well, for one, that guy may not even be successful. He may just be cherry picking trades, posting it to his platform, making it look like he knows what he's doing. And really all the money is just coming from, how much it costs to sign up for his Discord, how much does it cost for his course, how much does it cost for the subscriptions, all the views that he's getting on his YouTube channel. There's all this other equity that's being built up from another source that has nothing to do with trading. I'm just saying that be aware. Okay, and this last one that I have for you guys is genuinely a good tip, and I think a lot of people hear it and they just never do it, but you need to be, and that's journaling. I know it's not the funnest part of doing the trading stuff, okay? And it's important though, whether it is a win or it's a loss. You should be journaling. You could take a screenshot, post it on your computer. When you take the win, you can go back and do your analysis. Why did this set up? Why did it win? Did I follow all of my rules and it played out exactly how I envisioned it to work? So I just took an A+ setup and bam, that strategy is fire? Or did you just get lucky? Because a lot of times something's just gonna happen where you get lucky. If you took a loss, go back and analyze that. Did you follow all your rules to the T? Did it still hit your stop loss? If it did, and you followed all of your rules to the T, brush it off. It's something to learn from. That doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong, because no strategy, and I'm gonna say this really clear, no strategy out there is 100%. It does not exist. There's some that are better than others. In my humble opinion, every single strategy works. Even these fake ass people that are posting stuff on YouTube with the flashy life, whether it's supply and demand, breakout strategies, ICT stuff, support and resistance, every single one of these strategies works. Some people are better at implementing it than other people. If you factor in key components, such as the video that I posted, you can make a lot of strategies work out way better once liquidity has already been taken. So yeah, guys, don't try to just jump into this and not be disciplined, not be patient. It's not gonna happen overnight. Trading is not easy. Once you start to get the hang of it, you get the rhythm down, it actually becomes quite boring because you're looking for the exact same things all the time. But once you start becoming profitable, it's great. Once you get your first funded challenge completely passed, it's great. Once you get your first payout, it's amazing because now it's like, okay, well, this isn't fake anymore. Like, this is actually something that I could do for real. But if you're trading just recklessly, and you'd pass a funded account, it means absolutely nothing. When I see some of these guys that are posting videos talking about, they're gonna do a giveaway and give out a funded account, why? Like, you're gonna give out a funded account to somebody who doesn't know how to trade, all they're gonna do is blow it. It doesn't matter. Even if they gave you an account that is completely funded and even has some equity in it, you probably still aren't gonna get a payout if you don't know what the hell you're doing. You can get lucky, okay? That's about the best that anybody could do is get lucky, but luck is not consistency. And if you're not consistent, then you're not gonna make it in this trading game. Don't celebrate your wins, okay? Even when you get a win and it does feel good, I mean, it genuinely does. It feels good when you get a win, but don't celebrate it. Just like when you follow all your rules and you take a loss, don't beat yourself up over the loss. It's gonna happen. Everybody loses. You lose, I lose, all of these YouTube gurus, they lose, everybody freaking loses. It's just part of the game. So yeah, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this video explaining some of the tips to pass your funded challenge in 2024. I'm funded. I have another guy in the Discord who's funded. Other guys are working on getting funded. Once again, if you guys wanna join the Discord, you can check the link in the description. Once YouTube allows me to do it, I will be posting it there. I'll probably post it as a pinned comment as well. And if you're still struggling with a strategy that can actually be beneficial and make you profitable, check out this video that's right here and it'll help you out. Becoming successful with trading is possible. It just takes work. If you haven't already done so, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right? Peace.